Hello, my name is Radu and I am part of MemberFix team. And today I want to show you a nice way of displaying dripped content to your members using the Visual Composer WPBakery page builder. So let's look at our environment. We're using MemberMouse, which is a nice membership plugin, and specifically we're using it to protect content. And the content, let's check the category we want to test. So here we have a specific category called dripped content that has free posts. And as you can see, one of these posts is protected, has access rights. So if we check it, this post is only available for the member on day 99 of his membership. So you'll have to wait 99 days to access this post. And one thing to note, I've logged in with a test user on an incognito window. Let me show you the user. So if you go to Manage Members, and we see here that this user is on his 46th day of his membership. So if that user would be trying to access that post, it should not be available for him. Now let's use Visual Composer to create a page and display those those posts we set up for testing. So I already have a nice page here called Dashboard, and we're gonna edit it. And we're gonna add a Visual Composer element, which is called Post Grid. Right, so this element allows you to pull data from specific data sources. What we're going to use right now is we're going to use the post data source. So basically we want to show the posts in this element, and we're going to narrow it to a specific category. And we're going to use that drip content category here. And let's save changes. Now let's update, and let's check what the test user sees. So if we go back to the incognito window where we logged in with a user, we'll see those nice free posts here. And now if we want to access this third post, which is the one we set up access rights, and that should not be available for us, and click on it, we'll see that we get an error when we try to view it. And this might be confusing, and you don't want your user, in specific case, you don't want your users to see all the content on your site, but only to see the content that is already available to them, right? These two posts, for example, right? If we click on them, we can check them, no problem. So let's see how we can implement that. This we're going back in the admin page, and if we edit the post grid element, we can see that in the data source, we can use a custom query to get the data. And this is what we decided to use to solve this problem. And to replicate this element that we used before, which is post with a specific data source, we can do custom query here, and let's check the category that those posts, that those posts are in, right? The category is drip content, and the drip content ID is 25. You can see it in the URL here. So if we go here and use category 25, we should be able to replicate the same setup as we had before with posts, but this time using a custom query. So if we save changes, now we save the page, we go by here, right? It's the same setup as before, but this time we're using custom queries to get the posts. Now let's implement the check, right? We don't want this this post to be shown to the user. We want it to be hidden. So I'm going to show you first how we're going to do this, and then I'm going to explain you what's going on. So here in the custom query, we're going to add a new parameter to the query, and the parameter is called check schedule. Save changes. Update the page. And as you can see, the third post, the one that we don't have access to, does not show here. And let's check with the user. Right, the same. The post does not show here. So let's let me explain this custom parameter. So this is what we built. This is a custom parameter, and make sure to check the article which this video is complementary to, where you can get the specific code for this parameter. And if you want to see it on this site, you can see that this is implemented in the active theme function.php. Right, so if we go to appearances theme editor, this is the active theme we have, and we check on the function.php file. We can see at the bottom here we implemented that check, right, which is a custom hook for the custom query. So basically we check if the check schedule parameter is added to the query, and if it's added to the query, we also check if the post is available to the user. Right. Again, this is set up in the themes function.php files, where we can add custom code to the theme. And this, in this specific case, we have a child theme of the Genesis framework theme. So just so you know, right? When you're implementing this on your site, make sure to create a child theme for the theme you're using, and make sure that the child theme is active. So as you can see here, so as anytime you would need to update the theme, you will not lose the custom changes you made for the specific option to work. So let's now let's check the post again that has access right. If we change, do we still have access to it? If we change the day, this content, this is, do we still have access to it? Let's see. So right now, the day you will be able to access is 99, which is not enough for our user. Our user has only 45 days on his membership. So if we change this, for example, day 10, this should work, right? Our user should be able to see this post now. So if we go here, let's refresh. Yes, so we're able to see the post since we now have access to it. Right. Thanks for watching, and Also, as I said, make sure to check the article to get the specific implementation, and let us know in the comments what you think and how does this work for you.